Chris first. Nice.
All right, so serious and silliness subscribers, we have a treat today. We have the very strong and very beautiful Canadian arm wrestling champion, international arm wrestling champion, worldwide arm wrestling champion, Nancy Locke. How you doing,
Hi.
Nancy?
Great.
Okay.
Super.
All right, good. So you are Canadian, but you're living in the States now.
Yes.
So in Canada, arm wrestling is pretty big.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yes.
Now that-
It's getting
now-
bigger and bigger.
Good. So why don't you tell us how you got involved in arm wrestling?
In 1984, I was 14. I was beating everybody in school.
Okay.
My dad brought me to a carnival tournament, and I was the youngest one there. And I went against all these big women. It was only one class. I went in, and I was raised in the country, so it was all farmer girls.
Mm-hmm.
And I went up to the table and I told the ref, where do I put my arm? And he says, hold this, add the go, you put the girl down. Okay. Anyway, I came in first.
Did you really? You beat everybody? You beat all those
I
big
beat
farmer girls?
Yeah. And then the ref became my coach
Really?
when I was 16. Yeah. He says, what's your name? Where are you from? I said, well, I'm only 14 and I'm not allowed yet to leave the house and every
Right.
Tuesday night in practice. So when I turned 16, my parents let me go to practice with all these guys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
And when I became at 17, I won my first Canadian and my first world.
So what tournament was
That's
that? So at 17, you were already professional?
Yeah, I couldn't do those little tournaments anymore.
No, that was it.
That was it, because I would walk in a little tournament at carnivals, and they would say no, because they would know that I would win and no girls would go in.
Oh,
So
I
they
see,
said,
I see.
you're a pro now. I said, come on, I need to keep on doing tournaments. And they said, no, you can't do this anymore, only
Okay.
pro. And that was sad, because I was in 1 year, between the age of a year and a half, 15 to 17, I did a lot of carnivals. So I picked up like 50 trophies, all first place.
That's great.
And I would win all the time in heavyweight and lightweight in women. And sometimes I go in lightweight in men.
Get out of
And
here,
then
really?
and then when I went to the Canadians, I won Canadians, and 4 months later was the Worlds, and it was close by. It was in Toronto for the first
Okay.
time in Canada.
Mhm.
So I went down. My parents had to co-sign for me because I was
Mhm.
underage
Sure.
at the Canadians and the Worlds. So that's when I realized, okay, I wasn't allowed to do the little lightweight amateur tournaments,
Okay.
and it was only pros. And if it was money, I was allowed to go. So
Mhm.
that was it. Yeah.
How did you do about when you would arm wrestling the men during your amateur days? How did you do against the men?
Amateur days, not that good. No, I wouldn't win. I never won in amateur.
You mean
In pro,
when you arm wrestled the men? I'm talking about.
yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
I wasn't that good because I wasn't pro yet. I was 16, 15.
Right.
And I would go in just to get the practice, but I
Mhm.
wouldn't beat anybody. But when I
Oh, I
became
see.
pro and I started training really hard to keep my title,
Mhm.
then I started beating guys in lightweight
Wow,
in
that's
tournaments.
impressive. That's very impressive.
Yeah, I just changed my training and I took it serious. But before that, I didn't take it serious. When I won world, I trained, but not with a professional coach, not with a sponsor, not with a manager. I just went
Okay.
there because I was just happy uh, representing Canada.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
was happy just being there. I was
Right.
happy just being there.
So at
But
17, you already won a Canadian title. You already won a world title. Where'd you go from there?
till 93, I won 4 worlds, 6 Canadians. I only went to 4 worlds.
Mhm.
Never lost lightweight. The only time I lost, it was a sit down, arm wrestling sit down, but they only did that once here and there. And I only went once and I lost
Mhm.
against a girl that I beat because my elbow came off. And I was like,
Oh,
oh,
I
I
see.
don't. And they never did that again. It wasn't
Mhm.
popular and I never trained for it.
I see.
But all the other times, never lost lightweight. I always went around, won all the time.
Okay.
It was fun. A lot of things happened.
So from 93 till now, what has your arm wrestling career been like?
93 till 2 years ago, until 3 years ago, I didn't arm wrestle. I was off working all the time. Didn't go back into it because of the guys I was with, because of one guy I was with for 15 years. He didn't want me to go back into it. I started doing a lot of sports outside activities, kayaking, sailing, a lot of sailing, rollerblading, a lot of activities everywhere but the gym. And he didn't want me to go back. So I was thinking, oh, I want to go back. I want to go back. Don't go back. Oh, you don't need to, blah, blah, blah. I was stupid. I listened. Then I went out with this other guy. I married him. It was great. But he also did not want me to go back into arm wrestling. No, don't go back. It's not good for you. You're going to be sore. It was always an excuse. And I listened. And when I got divorced, that's it. I was single. So I'm going back into it. And this guy that I knew since 1984, Steve Monod from Gatineau, Quebec, he owned a gym. He goes, come back into arm wrestling. I said, oh no, I saw the girls on TV. They look really strong. I'm not strong like that anymore. Come back. I have a new club in my gym. Come. I said, fine. I show up and he goes, this girl's really strong. It's just 30 pounds heavier than me, or 40 pounds. She's into it. I said, oh, I'll try it for the fun of it. Anyway, I beat her. Oh my God. So I went to see this other girl that was pro, 2 hours away, and she won worlds in middleweight. I went to her house just for the fun of it, and I beat her. Bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, oh my God, the girls are not strong. I'll go back into it. So I get back into the sport really hard. I'm back into it. And then,
what year was this about?
4 years ago, my dad died and I got divorced. So 4 years ago, when it's going to be 4 years, maybe in 3 months it's going to be 4 years in November that I started back into arm wrestling.
So 2017, give or take.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. So from then, where did you go? From you beat these two girls in practice, and then where did you go from there?
I came to California and didn't train very hard. I was just back into it slowly because I weighed like 115 pounds. I was skinnier.
Right.
And I went to this tournament. It was one open class. And I'll send you the video.
Yes, please. What tournament was that?
In near Petaluma, near here. It's been on for 46 years. Like, it's one of the oldest arm wrestling tournament in the United States.
Really?
And it's called Apricot Tournament. Anyway, went there. I'm the lightest one there. Probably the oldest one. And I came in first. And you came in,
you beat everybody.
I beat everybody like that. And at the finals, the girl that came in second brought me down. And I remember, ready to go, she got me at the go, and I looked at my hand and what are you doing there? But I brought it back. And I found out after she won worlds years ago.
Okay.
She won worlds a couple times. And she was surprised. And she went up to other people and said, who's that girl? And they said, well, she's a world champion like 22 years ago. She goes, oh my God. And she was surprised. I was surprised. And I'm there, okay, I think I'm going to take it a level higher and train a bit harder and go in a bigger tournament, because I noticed, okay, these girls are super strong, but not as strong as me. So
right.
I went to another tournament in LA, and I went in lightweight and heavyweight, and I won both classes again.
Lightweight and heavyweight. How big if you were 115 pounds, how big were the girls that you were arm wrestling in heavyweight?
Well, now I gained weight. So at that tournament, I weighed 125.
Okay.
And the other girls were, I don't know, maybe 200 pounds.
So
they were heavy. They were heavy.
That's
But-
quite a difference.
Yeah, but not at the table. At the table, I don't care how much you weigh. I'm gonna put your arm down.
Okay, all right.
And that was my goal, and I got pissed off, and I won again. I'm
okay.
there. Okay, this is fun.
Okay.
So WAL called me.
That's what I was getting at. Go ahead.
WAL called me is Neil Pickup. I met him in Paris in 1991
Mm-hmm.
at a Worlds, and he was there, and there was 50 countries, and I came in first, and I met him there, and he didn't forget about me. So he calls me up. He goes, "Remember me?" I said, "A little bit." He goes, "Well, I remember you."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Oh, okay." Because I'd like you to be in WL. I said, "Oh my God, I'm not ready for that. The girls are strong." Oh no, I'm not ready. He goes, "You got to tell me like this week." I said, "Oh, geez." I didn't call him back.
Oh,
So they got somebody else. I was like, okay. But I never watched WAL. I didn't know what WAL was.
mhm.
So I start watching it and said, "Oh, that's what it is. God, the girls look strong in that one. I'm not going in that." He calls me again. "Nancy, come on." I said, "Okay, fine." So I train really hard.
Mhm.
Then I hurt my neck between the 7 and 6 cervical. A disc came out, pinched my nerve.
I
For
know it
3
all too
weeks,
well.
I was off. They put cortisone in my neck. I was off for a month.
Mhm.
I started back training again, and I went against Victoria. So 3 weeks before her, I hurt my neck again, and the physio guy said, "Don't do anything." So for 3 weeks, I was off, and I went against Victoria. And then when I went against Victoria, I'm there. What the hell am I doing here?
Victoria who?
So Carlson,
Okay, Victoria Carlson. Okay.
the blonde haired girl that she beat me.
Yeah.
I beat her once, but she beat me, and I elbow foul every time.
Yeah, that was the match that I saw. It was WAL, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
my
that was the one I watched.
third. It was my third tournament in 22 years.
Wow.
So,
So- So trash talking is pretty big in arm wrestling. You don't
trash talking.
Yeah. But you
Trash,
don't
like putting somebody down.
yeah, like talking shit. Yeah. Like a Devin
Okay, let's
Larratt
talk shit.
or a Travis Bajan, right? They
Yeah.
talk a lot of shit. They talk. You don't do that though.
I can, if you want me to, I can.
No. That's not what I mean. I'm
Oh.
getting at something. When you're at the table, with
Oh.
with the girl, you don't really trash talk much.
Uh, I talk in French. People don't know what I'm saying, but I do say a
okay.
lot of stuff. Oh
Okay.
yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
a lot of bad
if they
things.
can't understand it, then it doesn't matter, right?
They don't know what I'm
They
saying.
don't know. But you do scream a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where does that come from?
I don't know. I get pissed off. It helps.
Okay.
It helps a lot. It helps. It helps to get pissed off. You know, when a boxer goes in the ring,
Mhm.
they don't go up there and say, "Okay, I'm gonna try and hurt you."
Right.
No,
right,
they go
right.
out in the ring. "I'm gonna kill you."
Right.
Well, when I go there, I'm there. I'm gonna rip your arm off.
Okay, so that's what that is.
Yeah, and I remember when I was 14, my dad always told me
Mhm.
when I went to my first Canadian, he says, "Nancy, before you go up on stage, pretend there's fire or there's a spider, because I hate spiders,
Mhm.
right here. So if you're losing, pretend there's that. You're going to do everything to not lose. You're going to do everything to win, because you'll be scared of dying, scared of, when you're scared, there's power, the adrenaline in your body takes
true, yeah.
over, but
Sure.
not for very long. Not for very long, a short period of time. So I think the adrenaline is really working really good in my body.
Okay.
more than some people, because in weights, a lot of girls will lift 2, 3 times more than me.
Mhm.
In every weight you see, they'll lift more. And at the table, they can't even move me.
Right.
At a tournament, they can't do anything. But if I'm practicing with them, sometimes they'll beat me. I have trouble. But at a tournament, they can't even come close, because all my adrenaline and the anger
Mhm.
and frustration comes out in 1 second.
Mhm.
So yeah, I scream because, and I did that years ago, and I watch old videos and you see me scream, and I'm not
Mhm.
doing it on purpose. So I'm going to do that to make a show. It was natural for me at 17 to yell at my first world, like, ah,
Yeah,
ah! That's my first world, and I'm not fully trained, or I'm just going there because I'm scared of losing, because
of
my
course.
dad told me, be scared when you're swimming at a tournament. If there's a shark behind you, you're going to swim like crazy.
Right.
So
right.
I if I swim against somebody as a short distance as fun, I always think, okay, there's a shark behind me. I swim my brains out, and I usually win if it's a short
Okay.
distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So growing up, were there any either men or female arm wrestlers that you admired, look up to?
Yes, Leanne's Frank.
Mhm.
Because of her, I became stronger, more confidence in myself. She taught me things at the table. I owe a lot to Leanne's Frame. She's from Canada, Montreal. She's the one that won first place at Over the Top movie.
Really?
She's the one that won first place. She has 11 worlds.
In the real
Heavyweight.
over the top tournament.
The real Over the Top tournament,
Okay.
John Brazin came in first.
Yes.
She came in first. She
Oh, okay.
beat everybody like that. She doesn't arm wrestle anymore. It's too bad. Her
Mhm.
sister, I think she quit too, but her sister won worlds once or twice. But she's the one that I went to Montreal and I beat.
Okay.
And a very nice family. I admire her. I will always do, because of her. My life changed a lot because of her.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I went to Paris with her. I went to the Worlds with her. She has, yeah, I thank a lot Leanne's friend from Montreal,
Okay.
Canada.
Okay. I had the pleasure of interviewing Malin Kleinsmith yesterday. Yeah. And I had asked her, I said, which North American, whether it be Canadian or American girl, do you admire as far as arm wrestling? And her exact words were, the girls should watch Nancy Locke and study how she arm wrestles, because strategically she's next to none.
Nancy
Locke.
now
Nancy Locke.
Exactly, she's one of my favorite arm wrestlers, but
she'll actually be on my show tomorrow. I'm recording with her tomorrow.
Nice. Yeah, we have never pulled though, because she's in the lower weight class, but she is a very technical arm wrestler. She trains well, and if you're, I mean, to all the people from United States and Canada, look at how she trains.
What is it about your strategy that is so good that such a renowned arm wrestler says, study that girl?
Well, pound for pound, I weigh 120, 125, and I beat girls that are 180 in the professionals. I probably can't beat her. I'm sure she beats me easy. But she's probably saying that because the way I weigh and the way I look, I'm small. I don't have big biceps. I don't have big, I don't lift the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
But at the table, I have, I've been doing since the age of 14 also. Yeah. So at 14, I'm not fully grown yet, and I'm still growing. So my bone on my right side is bigger than my left. My right is stronger than my left, because I was growing up and doing this sport that got stronger. I have a technique that is hooking. Not a lot of girls do that. A lot of girls top roll, and they go in the strap and blah, blah, blah. I go in the hook. I finish in the top roll. I can top roll if I want to. I don't like it, but if I have to, I won't. Anyway, I probably will never will, but
okay.
I do, and I've been doing for a long time, and I helped a lot of people do that. And someone told me, a professional, well-known arm wrestler, said to me, you do a technique that Russians do, that they used to do in the 80s, 90s, really? Sorry. I said, and I know what it is. So they started, and the Russians are really good in arm wrestling. So right now they're the top.
Yeah, so I've heard.
So the technique they're doing is what I used to do in the 80s. And I do it automatically. I do this, not too many people do. And I know a lot about arm wrestling because it's in my blood and I done it young. But I notice not too many people listen to me when I say, oh, well, come here, I'll teach you some stuff. They don't listen. They do whatever, and they'll listen to somebody else. I say, okay.
Right. Okay.
It used
maybe
to
they think
piss
your
me
style.
off.
Maybe they think your style is an old style. They don't want to learn an old style.
No, I noticed they'll listen mostly to bigger guys. They'll listen more to men.
Oh, I see. Which does, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Because
They'll
the brute strength that men have, you couldn't duplicate that. Sure.
Yeah, but and they beat me. And they, well, why should I listen to her? I won worlds.
Right.
And they're listening to somebody that never won a title before.
Right.
It's like, okay, listen, if it helps you, fine. When you win a title, come and talk to me.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And they'll pay people. I've seen people around here pay $100, $200, $500, somebody to teach him how to arm wrestle and never won a world.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
And I'm strange. There, okay. And I train in a certain way and I do certain things and it's doing pretty good. And they'll listen to somebody else that didn't win the world. So I thought, oh, well, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't. So I started not to do too many practices at my house anymore because I help, and they'll pay somebody else. And I do it for free. Right. I said, that's it. They're on their own. I'm going to concentrate on me. I'm going to start training. And if somebody wants to really know how to go to another level, they'll pay me. But I sometimes end up teaching a lot of girls online.
Okay.
Because, and I don't charge them because they're nice, they're trying, and they respect me. So I say, do this, do that. They'll help you. They'll give you and if they help, if they're there for me or something. But I noticed that men don't listen too much of women in this sport yet. They'll listen to a man first.
I see.
So,
okay.
And I like learning. I still learn from, for example, Luke Kent. He's an arm wrestler. Every time I see him in the arm wrestle, he's still teaching me things. And I've been doing it longer. And I like learning. Oh, yeah, I forgot that one. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, man, that's good. Oh, I like learning. I'm still learning. So Malin, if I ever meet her one day, I'll probably learn things from her, the way they train. And I'm going to tell her, well, the way I train is this way. And how do you train? Oh, so we'll help each other.
Yeah, that seems to be the common thread among arm wrestlers. They're very free with giving each other information and helping each other out. Even if they're going to be facing each other in a tournament, they'll be going, do this or do that or try this. And the camaraderie is fantastic. What American girls do you admire?
I like this. I like this girl. Her name is Veronica Knight. I like her.
Okay.
Very nice girl. Cute as a button. I met also, you interview her, Blanca.
Blanca, yeah.
Very nice. I met her once.
Yeah, her and I are on a mission to recruit girls into arm wrestling.
Yeah, she's nice. She's determined.
Yeah,
I like that. Alexandra, I have trouble saying her last name. She's Russian. Now she lives in Florida.
Oh yes, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't remember her last name either.
She's really good.
Okay.
She's middleweight. I like the way she trains. I like her husband, Alex. Very nice people. She was trained a lot in Russia. So every time I see her, she'll say, oh, Russian people, we train like this. So I take notes.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And I tell her, well, I do this, I do that. She goes, oh, really? So when we practice together, I'll say, do that. No, you're stronger there. No, you're weaker there. And we help each other out. I like that. I like doing that with women. When I practice with women, I like to help them get better. Mm-hmm. Every time I meet a woman, I try and say, if you want to beat me, do this, do that, do that. But good luck at a tournament.
Okay. Do you think any of the American girls could beat you?
Lightweight under my category, under 125? Mm-hmm. No.
What about middleweight?
Depends the category. If it's under 140, no.
I see. Okay.
A girl in 150, yes.
Both arms, right or left?
Left. Kids beat me left. A 10-year-old kid will. A 10-year-old kid would beat me left.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, we lost you. That's okay.
Okay.
There you got me. You're back.
Left time, I never arm wrestle left. Kids beat me left. I'm no good in left.
Okay.
Right hand. Yes, I say there's a couple of them.
Okay.
That I haven't met yet. That I never arm wrestle yet.
Okay. Do you have anybody in your sights in the future? Somebody that like, I want to. It's okay.
Sorry. If I gain weight, if I want to gain to up to 130 pounds, I'm trying, but it's really hard. Yes, there's some girls. What's her name? Michelle, the girl that you interviewed.
Dugan, yeah.
Her, Angie Rose, the Canadian girl. Mm-hmm. And Nancy Nation, she's 180, 200 pounds.
That's a big girl, yeah.
Yeah, and they're the top. Those three girls are the top right now.
The girl Sorry, go ahead. Go right ahead. Sorry. No, go right ahead.
I would like to go against them one day, but I would have to be heavier. Right now, Michelle and Angie Rose are 155 pounds, 160, and I'm 122.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen, right?
And last year, someone called me at a big tournament in Texas. They said, "We want you to come here and have a super match against Angie Rose." I said, "Really?" I said, "Do you know she's 35 pounds heavier than me?" They go, "Oh, we didn't know." I said, "Yeah, if she wins, whoopee.
Yeah,
if
right.
I win, wow."
Right.
So, and it will cost me $1,000 to go there and lose. I said, "Oh, you might win." I said, "Yeah, but I might lose too because she's much heavier."
Sure.
I said, "It's not very fair."
Right.
But if I could gain maybe 10 pounds more, yeah, I'd like to kick their ass.
Okay. Now, the girl that beat you, Victoria, did you ever get a chance to get revenge?
Yes, I will have. WO told me I will go against her again.
Okay, good. And you're going to beat her?
I'm gonna get her.
Okay, good.
Because I'm.
What's her last name again?
Carlson. She's from Sweden.
Victoria Carlson. Okay.
She's 140. She has to lose like 8 pounds to go against me.
Okay. So before I let you go, why don't you show us around your garage with all your arm wrestling equipment and your table and so on and so forth.
Okay, this is me when I in the 80s.
Wow. Check you out. Okay.
In the 80s.
Very nice.
And this is against a football player in the 80s. I beat him.
Really?
200 pounds.
Oh, really?
Poor guy. And this is me at a Canadian. See, I'm yelling.
Yeah, you're screaming. Yeah.
It was on the front page. So I have a scrapbook that I have a bunch of newspaper clips that was on. So that's me there. And this is where I train a lot. Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
This is where I train a lot, and I use a lot this little handle, and I do a lot of wrist curls.
Yeah, okay.
And a lot of pull-ups.
Okay.
And I am trying to do one-hand pull-ups, and I have a board here with all my. I won't show it too much.
Okay. Don't give away your secrets. Don't give away your secrets.
It's it's up there, and when people come over, I erase it and I put it in another book because that's one thing I won't share till when I retire. When I retire, I'll share it.
Okay.
I'll probably sell it, but I'm not right now because I don't want my competitors to see it.
Okay.
It's normal.
Okay.
But and we have 4 tables. Oh, and this is my favorite machine. I don't know if you can see good. This is my
check that out. That is really cool.
So I can do it side pressure. I can just do my back. Just do my wrist. And
is that something that you bought or is that something that you put together?
Somebody made this years ago.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Okay.
And it's funny, when I was 14, my dad did something like that
for me.
Yeah?
That's great.
So.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I mean, that's great. Nancy, I'm going to let you go. And it was really a pleasure interviewing you. It was fantastic, really.
Good.
And so what are your immediate plans? Do you have any immediate plans for any more tournaments or you don't know yet?
I might go to the Worlds in September. Which is where? It's in Florida, Orlando.
Right. Okay.
And my category is under 125. So that's great. I might go. I might not go because of the COVID.
Okay.
Not too many countries can go. And I don't want to go there and have only 5 countries. I want to go to the World where there's 50 countries and I can win and say, okay, I really beat everybody.
Right.
But if I go there this year because of COVID, it might be not too many people. And I don't want to do all that just to go against 4 or 5 countries. I would like to go. So if I don't go this year, I'll go next year, wherever it's going to be, with a lot of countries.
Okay. Okay.
And there's a tournament coming in November in Australia.
Oh, okay.
It's called Over the Top. They want me to go there. And there's another place I can go in December in Sweden. They want me to have a super match against Victoria, maybe.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. We got to get even with
them. Yeah, but I want to keep my arm wrestling mostly for WL.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, they seem to be the big kid on the block. They're the most exciting to watch. That's for sure.
Yeah, and it's good money.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right. Good. Good. Of course. Who doesn't like?
And what's your shirt?
My shirt is my podcast. This is my podcast.
Yeah, I like it.
Serious and Silly. This is this is the Gladiator for serious.
Yeah.
And then this is the what do you call this? The Court Jester for silliness.
I like it.
I actually stopped putting out shirts because it was costing me money because I wouldn't charge anybody. People would want shirts and I would just send them and I would cost me money. But I am going to, so I stopped buying the shirts because I wasn't making any money. But I am going to buy my own shirt making t-shirt so I can make them myself, so it cuts out a little bit of the cost. And when I do, I will send you a shirt. I promise.
Okay. I'll wear that.
I'm actually writing it right. I'm writing it down right now. T-shirt.
T-shirt, small or extra small?
Small. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Nancy, thank you again. Really appreciate it. Really fun interview. You seem to be really energetic, an amazing person, and best of luck to you. I know you're going to get Victoria. And
yes, I'm going to get Victoria. I'm going to get her.
All right. So, you're going to rip her arm off.
I'm going to rip her arm off.
All right. Sounds good.
And send it back to her country.
She's
from Sweden.
Oh, okay. You don't want to piss off the Swedes.
I'll pay the shipping.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Have good luck and have a good night. And we'll talk soon.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.